This video here, I caught up with a good friend and client of ours, Carl Schwantes, who heads up Zenex Diamonds up there in Brisbane. This guy is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to generating an amazing customer experience with his clients in his jewelry business, and then extracting an amazing 5-star Google review. Listen in, he talks about the 3 mistakes that business owners typically make when it comes to their Google My Business profile and listing. In terms of Google My Business, it has had a profound impact on our web design business here at the Gold Coast, as I know it has with yours, Carl. So maybe you want to give a little background as to who you are and your experience and why you're an expert in Google My Business.
Well, thanks, John. Well, my main business is Xenox Diamonds, and we've got now over 603 5-star Google reviews. And really, during this whole COVID process, it really forced me to kind of have a look at the systems and processes and how did we really get to where we were, and ultimately the impact that it was having on our business. And when we dived down into the numbers, we found that last year we had over 173 sales, that sales and not leads, that came directly as a result of our Google reviews.
That's
And that
awesome.
translated to more than $1 million in top line revenue. And
Yeah.
today it accounts for more than 25% of all of our revenue generated as a lead origin source.
And it is such low hanging fruit, and we see this day in, day out. So, in your experience, what are the 3 mistakes that someone or a business owner is making with their Google My Business listing?
So the first one, and again, if you're not really familiar, the Google My Business listing is basically Google's online directory. It's like the old Yellow Pages. Okay, so that's where you put in all of your contact details, your phone numbers, and some interesting stats around that is that your clients, 64% of them will actually get your phone number and address from your Google My Business listing, as opposed to 49% that will go through to your Contact Us page on your website.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest mistake that I see around the Google My Business listing is that people are inconsistent or haven't even optimized their Google My Business listing. So maybe it's something you did once and then it's been sitting in the top drawer for 6 months or a year. Now, Google needs you to update every week, every 7 days is when you can put a post on that expires. So it's like we're moving into that age now, like Instagram stories and Snapchats and all those sort of things where they constantly expiring. So at the moment, it's free, which is so awesome. Like, I mean, if I told you that there was a $0 cost marketing machine out there that, could just bring you leads and sales every week and it cost you nothing, you'd be crazy not to jump on it. But if you look at it like Facebook or any of those other platforms, they all started off free as well. So the question is, how much longer is it going to stay free? Who knows? But right now, there's a really awesome opportunity to get in there, optimize it, get it humming for you so they can start already building you those leads and sales and the SEO traffic, because that's what it's really all about. It's the Google's eyeballs. So when we talk about SEO, search engine optimized traffic, it's all about how many eyeballs on your product, services, your business, your brand can we put in front of the client. So the second mistake I see is, business owners spending money on advertising, particularly like Google ads or even Facebook ads, that just simply don't generate or result in sales or leads for your business. Some people are spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month on ads, and when you really look at the conversion ratio and what is the revenue that you're generating, the result is pretty poor. When I look at us, when you talk about that $1 million in top line revenue, when I look at what was our actual cost of acquisition in order to generate that revenue, it's about $3,500.
That's awesome. That is an amazing return on
So
investment.
3.5, and we don't incentivize Google reviews. We don't pay for them. We don't do any of that. They're all genuine stories of clients that come to us. So it's really about focusing on this as potentially the best marketing asset that you can build. And when I say asset, that's really what it is, right? So if you've got 2 businesses and one business has no reviews, no established GMB account, and the other one has like us has 600 Google reviews in there, generating $1 million of revenue, that's totally independent of the business owner. So just it's like an ATM cash machine. It just goes cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Every week, 3 sales come in because of our Google reviews and our Google My Business listing. That
Big part of
business,
that is the social proof. So people want that social proof, and that's where the experience starts. It's straight off the back of a Google search, isn't it?
it's definitely the social proof, but it's an asset of your business. So
Yeah.
John, like for you, like the computers and things like that you have in your business, they're an asset to your business. If you were going to sell that to somebody, they've got all of these assets that are worth money. The great thing about a Google review, a portfolio asset, is that not only does it get better and better and better every year that you do it, but it actually adds a multiple to the valuation of your business.
Yeah.
So now you might not ever want to sell your business. I don't want to sell mine, but it still will make your business run more effectively and be, not proficient as effective and efficient as it can be. Now, the third biggest mistake. Now, if you take away nothing else from this little fireside chat we're having, the number one thing I want to encourage you as a business owner and your team is just to go out and ask clients for reviews. Okay, 86% of clients, get this, 86% of clients would leave a review for your business if you simply asked.
Yeah.
So take away nothing else than just that. Now, I know, John, you've been doing this.
Ask the question.
You've been asking a lot more, probably in the last 3 to 6 months than you probably were doing previously. And guess what happens to the needle? It's definitely moving in the right direction. And you were sharing before that you're now Australia's most #1 rated website developer.
Spot on. Yeah, and it snowballs. So once you get that momentum, it feeds it. So it's super powerful.
So they're the 3 biggest mistakes. I mean, there are loads more, but they're probably.
No, that's awesome. That is they are some gold nuggets there. So thank you very much.
And for me, I guess I've been doing now in the diamond business now for over 24 years. I genuinely just absolutely love it. Like I wake up every day and I jump out of bed with 2 feet, and it's what really hits home. And this year has been anything to go by. It's just like, as business owners, we just love what we do.
Yeah.
And we just genuinely want to do that for more people. And so this process of helping other business owners uncover the things that we went through, and like we went through all of the systems and everything, and some that didn't work, and fine tuning, but we've gotten to like a unique framework now that just absolutely works. And my goal and desire is to help as many business owners be able to replicate the results that we have, so that they can go out and just do what they do, but more people.
Yep. We talk about sharing their magic with the world, and that is definitely a way to do that, Carl. So that's awesome.
So, if you guys want to find out more, like, I'm happy to have a conversation, book a discovery call. I know John will CC everything up, but there is a window here, like before your competition finds out this. And so if you're not a client of John's yet, it's only a matter of time before the other guys start looking over the fence and kind of going, hey, what's that guy doing?
There's some
power. And you just want to get to a point where you're that far in front that it won't matter.
You create a massive wedge between you and your competitor.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you, Carl.